we are going to print the strings. Okay, so if I give MATLAB as the input string, then it has to print this way. Okay, in the first line the first character of the string, and in the second line first and second character of the string, in the third line till third character, in the fourth line till fourth character, and in the fifth line till fifth character, and it goes on. Okay, so like if I give some other strings also, it has to readjust. Okay, so here the input I have given in the form of characters. Okay, like inside a single quotes. Okay, so if I give it in the double quotes, it is a string. Okay, so now let me go and show you the program. So this is the program, the function. I don't give any output variable for this kind of programs, and the function name is pattern underscore triangle, and the input is only one variable where I pass the letters, I mean words to be printed. Okay, and I have just used 2 for loops and 2 printing statement. That's it. Okay, so this is the code. So let us go and run the code. Okay, so now instead of MATLAB, let me give x is equal to so now the pandemic, right, COVID. So let me give COVID. Okay, so COVID. So now let us pass this. So COVID has printed, and now let us give some bigger word, that is elephant. Okay, so now elephant has printed. Now let us give x is equal to some other thing like laptop. Okay, so yes, laptop also got printed. So hope you understand the code. If we are going to print a triangular pattern. Okay, so as shown in this figure window. Okay, so in this you're going to pass an input where you're just going to specify the number of lines. Okay, the triangle should be. Okay, if I pass 9, then 9 lines will be here in this triangle. Like this is the last line which contain 9 star, and the 8 line 7 6. Okay, 9 8 7 6 5 4 3 2 1, and it should end at 1. Okay, so 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 5 6 7 8 9 stars. Okay, so at the last line it should contain 9. Okay, so now let us deal with some smaller number. See here, 5 I'm giving. Okay, so first line has 1 star, second line has 2 star, then third line 3 star, fourth line 4 star, and fifth line 5 stars. Okay, so this is how your program should, I mean you have to write the program, like whatever the number you have given to the function, then accordingly the triangle should be printed. Okay, so let me show you the program. The program is very simple. I just used only 3 for loops, few printing statements, and some little mathematical functions. Okay, arithmetic function. That's it. So just have a look on out of this program. If you have any doubt, do let me know in the comment section. I'll be ready to answer your queries. Okay, so let me just take you to this command window once again. Let me run and show you how this program works. Okay, so let us go and try with some bigger number like 10. Let us try still more bigger number, 30. Okay, 30 is a lot bigger, right? See here, it just didn't fit in this window. Okay, so 30 is a bigger number. Okay, okay, now let us try with 20. Okay, so 20 just fits the window, right? So 20. Now let us try with some smaller even number, 8. Smaller odd number, 9. Yes. Okay, so this is how the program works. Okay, we are going to print the right angle triangle in this way. Okay, so the opposite side as we printed in the normal way. So the input we get from the user is only one, that is x, so which shows the number of line in this triangle. Okay, so here I have given x is equal to 10, so you'll see the 10 lines. Okay, starting from 1. So in the first line 1 star will be get printed, and in the second line 2 stars, in the third line 3 stars, and as the line increases the number of stars will also increase. So in the final line, that is if here 10 line and 10 stars will be here. Okay, so let us see how I have written the program. So this is the program. I have just used only 3 for loops. Okay, 3 1 2 and 3 for loops, okay, and few printing statements with a few arithmetic operations, okay. So this is how the program looks, okay. So you can have your own program, you can make some changes in this also, okay. So let us run and see for the different user input, okay. Now for this, let me give directly like 6, okay. So the rectangle triangle is now a little bit smaller than before, so now I'm giving now 16, okay. So 16 for this is like this way, and so let me just give another one thing like 5, okay. So this is small, okay. So this is what the output of the task for today. We are going to print the rectangle triangle in this order, okay, upside down, okay. And as like yesterday also, you are going to take input from the user for the number of lines, okay. So here, as the line number of line decreases, the number of stars in the line should also decreases, okay. So as like yesterday, the number of stars will increases as the line increases, okay. Here it is decreasing and the stars will also decrease, okay. So this is what the task for today, and let me show you the code which I have written already. This is very simple code. I have written only, I have used only 2 for loops, and I have taken only 1 user input and some printing statement, that's it, okay. So this is the code, and I have used the function for writing this program, okay, writing these lines, okay. This is what the code is. Have a look out of the code, and if you have any doubt, do let me know in the comment section. I'm ready to answer your queries. This code is very simple, I guess, okay. So now let me take you to the command window, and let us run and see for different values, okay. So for the rectangle triangle 3, let me just give the value as 5. So let us see how the small, okay, this is the small triangle, okay. Now let me give some even number, okay. So it is also nice. Now let me give some odd number again. So yes, now let us give some 10, okay, yes. So this is the output for the task for today, okay. Again we are going to print right angle triangle, okay. So the shape and position of the right angle triangle is given in the screen, okay. And we are going to take only one user input, that is the number of lines in the right angle triangle, okay. So the line starts with the maximum number of stars and the first line, okay. As the line decreases, okay, as the line increases, like first to second, second to third, as the line increases, the number of stars should decreases, okay. So this is how the right angle triangle should be, okay. So now let me show you the code. So I have just used only 3 for loops, okay, and here is the twist, okay. So if you see, I have just assigned k is equal to 0, and I have just incremented k by each one step at each loop, each iteration. You know why this? I have just increased this for this shape, okay. So this loop is created only by this line, okay. So this k plus 1 and this whole 3, 1 2 3 4, this whole 4 line is responsible for this this kind of shape available in this right angle triangle. That is like here the space is little, and as the line increases, the space also increases, okay. So this is done by this part of the code, okay. So the rest is same, like we have just used a for loop for printing the star, and also you have given the space, okay. So that's all for the code. Let us go and run and see the code with few more inputs, okay. So like 5, okay. So again 9, okay. So let me give some 12. So can you see, so as the number, as you give the different inputs, the triangle also printed accordingly, okay. We are going to learn triangle pattern with number. So already we have just done this triangle pattern with stars, right? But today we are going to do triangle pattern with number, okay. So tomorrow is the final reveal, like we are just going to combine this triangle pattern with number, okay. So actually this number I just misspelled it with bumper, okay, just sorry for that, okay. So just leave it apart, okay. So tomorrow what I'm going to do is, we are just going to bind the triangle pattern with number code, and also what we have learned for the last 3 days, okay, 3-day videos. We are just going to combine all this together, Okay, and we are going to just generate a Pascal triangle. Okay, so that is what we are going to do tomorrow. Okay, so before doing that program, directly just jumping into the Pascal program, I've just divided this Pascal program task into 4 and just shown you all the things. Okay, all the procedures. Tomorrow I'll be displaying you, or I'll be showing you how to write a code for Pascal programs. Okay, Pascal triangle program. Okay, so now let me show you how I have written the code for this. Okay, so this is the same code. Okay, for the triangle pattern I have used for the stars. Okay, so just the thing is I have just removed this and just included this percentage d and num. Okay, and here I have initialized the num to 0, and each time in the each line I have just incremented the num to 1. Okay, so for each iteration in the j, it just get incremented by 1. Okay, just see here, the first line it is 1, so it just runs only for the one time, and the second line my num will be initialized to 0. Okay, and when it comes into the j loop, it is just incremented by 1, so it is 1. And then since my second time the j will go till 2, so it is 1 2. Second time it is 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 till goes on. Since I have given the 8, it goes till 8. So if I give some 9, it goes till 9. Now you have to pattern a careful you have to note a careful pattern here. If you see here, 1 1 1 2 2 2 3 3 3 4 4 4 5 5 6 6 7 7 8 8 9 9. Okay, if you notice this way, it is like 1 2 3 4 9 8 7 6 5 4 3 2 1. Can you see the pattern here? Okay, so this is a sort of pattern. Tomorrow I'll be showing you the Pascal triangle. This a Pascal triangle is an interesting pattern. Okay, like if you have to just have 1 here, you have to add 0 and 0 here. Okay, now add 0 and 1 and again 1 and 0, then put what is the resultant here? So let us consider this to be a vector. Okay, so this 1 and 1 before 1 0 and after 1 1 0. Okay, now this is a vector and you are going to add the elements in the vector by pairing it and store the resultant here. Okay, then again when the resultant comes, you just add another 1 0 and store it here. Okay, this is what we have done in the last video, right? So this video is just for triangle, and the last video is just going to combine it, and we are just going to generate a Pascal triangle. That's it. We are going to see how to create a hollow right angle triangle. Okay, so in this video I have already posted a video for hollow triangle. So if you see that video, the edges will be a little bit blunt. Okay, so here is a perfect right angle triangle which is hollow. Okay, so now so let us see the program and come back to this part. Okay, so like running thing, we can come back to this part later. So this is the code. So function and hollow right angle triangle. It is not in the proper structure because I have just copied and pasted the program from the command window here. So if I want to make it into a proper structure, you can just do this way. Just enter type. Okay, so enter and then backspace. So again enter backspace, so that everything will get aligned. So for proper indenting will be there. Okay, so if you are one who is also trying in Python, then you have to be very clear on this indenting part. Okay, because Python indenting part indenting error will come. Okay. So now that's it. So it is in the structure. Okay, so this is the function, and the function name is hollow right angle triangle, and n is the number of rows which you are going to give. Okay, and there is a 2 loop. One loop will start from 1 and it will go till n, so the number of rows. Okay, that is the outer loop. And when it comes to the inner loop, it takes one value from the I. If suppose I is equal to 1, then it goes from 1 to 1. That is only 1. Okay, only 1 star will get printed, because see here, there is a condition inside. If j value is 1, or if j value is I, that is the last, or if the I value is equal to n. So if any condition, then it has to print, which means it will print one star. If it in the first line, then it will print only 1 star. If it comes to the second line, then it prints the 2 star. Okay, 1 at the first and the 2 is the last. Okay, when it comes to the third line, here is the trick. Okay, it prints star at the first place. Then it is not 2 is not equal to 1 and also not is equal to I, because I value is here is 3. Okay, so then comes to the else part and gives the tab, and then goes to the increment, and now j value becomes 3, right? So now j value is 3 and which is equal to I, so it goes back and print the star. Okay, and here is the condition for printing the last line. Okay, so just go through this code and comment part of the code which you don't understand and see how it is running. Okay, and even though if you have doubt after that, you can just leave me a comment in the comment section. I'll be addressing your queries. Okay, so now let us go to the command window and check the part. Okay, so if it is a 12, the triangle will be little bit bigger. Okay, if it is 16, little more bigger. So if you see here in the first line, this is the first line which is I'm pointing, so 1 star got printed. In the second line, 2 star will get printed. In the third line, can you see this is the first and the last star, and in between you have a tab space. Okay, in the fourth line, first and the last star, and in between you have 2 tab space. Okay, so this is how, if it is the last line, it prints the complete star, that is 16 star will get printed. Okay, so now let us reduce the size, make it a 5, let us make it 3. Okay, it's very small star, let us make it so. Yeah, here the edge is more tapered. Okay, in the in other video which I have posted before, the edges will get little bit blend. Okay, so this is the perfect program for hollow right angle triangle. Okay, we are going to print hollow equilateral triangle. Okay, so for this I get input as number of rows. So okay, this number of rows decides the size of the equilateral triangle. Okay, so this is the program. Let me show you the program. So this is the program. So this program you would have already seen in the triangle pattern _2. So this I have done, I guess, in day 19 challenge. Okay, 19th day challenge. Okay, just go back and check out the video, and I have just included only this if loop. Okay, this if loop, and commented this f print line. Okay, so for printing this hollow equilateral triangle. Okay, but rest of the things are same. Okay, so I just start with the outer loop and come inside, and I give spaces. Okay, this space is necessary to print the triangle equilateral triangle. If you don't give space, then it would be right angle triangle. Okay, so facing towards right side. So to make it as a triangle which is centered, okay, so you have to give a space in this way for using this loop. Okay, then this loops comes in. Okay, so for adjustment and to have the equilateral triangle, I have used this f printing statement. So there is a I give first space and then print the star and then again the tab. Okay, sorry, first tab, then star, again tab. Okay, if this condition is satisfied. If it is not satisfied, then I give 2 tabs. Okay, that's it. Okay, so why I have commented this is like in the previous triangle pattern _2 where we have just given we have printed the triangular pattern fully, which is fully filled with numbers or stars. We have this line also. So to differentiate that, I have just commented this line. Okay, so here it is to decrement the space. Okay, so for the space k is equal to k minus 1, then this is for new line. Okay, so this is the code. Okay, so now if you go and see, this is the biggest triangle, that is number of rows is 17, and this is for 7. Let us give some small size like 5. Okay, pretty good. 6, this is also good. 9, yes. Okay, like this you can vary the shapes and you can check try it from your end. If you have any doubt, do let me know in the comment section. I'll be addressing your queries in the same comment section. Okay, we are going to print hollow triangle. Okay, and the pattern is this way. Let me show to you in the command window. So inverted triangle. Okay, so yesterday we have, in the last video we have printed the triangle, okay, normal equilateral triangle. The same triangle which is inverted, we are going to print in this today's session. Okay, so this is the code. So I have already done this code for the triangle pattern. Okay, so here for hollow I have just included only this if loop. Else rest of the part is same as triangle pattern number 3. Okay, so if you go back to the challenge like number 25 or about 25, you can see this triangle patterns. Okay, so there I have just written this code. Okay, I have taken the same code and inserted this if loop, just if loop, and this condition to check to print the first and last line, and also the first and last line, and also in the horizontal and vertical form. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is, so this condition is to print this. Okay, 1 2 3 and 4. The 4 is the last, only one star. Okay, so this is the condition to print, which is given in the if loop. Okay, so rest everything is same. Okay, or you can consider the yesterday's video, and it is like just a reverse of it. Okay, so if you see in the yesterday's video, it starts from 1 is to 1 is to x. Here it is x is to minus 1 is to 1, which is it is decrementing. Okay, because we need the maximum number of stars in the first line. Okay, and also k, if you see in the last video, there is a difference, just find it out. Okay, so in the last video we'll minus the k by minus 1. Okay, k is equal to k minus 1, whereas here you have to increment the lines. Okay, like k is equal to k plus 1. Just compare those videos and do let me know if you have any doubt. Okay, so now let me show you how to run this. So it is very simple, as like other program. Just pass the number of rows you want. So according to the number of rows you pass, the size of the triangle will be. Okay, so now if I give 4, the size of the triangle is very small. If I give 14, it is big, little big. Okay, if I give 11, okay, pretty much big, smaller than 14. And if I give 13, again let us give some 6, 7. Okay, so like this you can play with the sizes. Okay, hope you understand this topic. If you have any doubt, do let me know in the comment section. I am ready to answer your queries. We are going to do hollow triangle. So here the pattern is number 4. Okay, so with the continuation of last thing, so let me just change it and show you. This is the pattern. Okay, so it is like inverted right angle triangle. Okay, so this is what we are going to generate. This is very simple. It is same as like you are doing the triangle pattern. The only thing is you have to include this if loop condition. Okay, so this if loop condition I have given explanation in the previous video also. Let me give you once again here. Okay, if j is equal to 1, which means if it is in the first line, and j is equal to I if it is in the last line. If suppose j is equal to 1, so in the first part, and when if I is suppose it is 5, then j is equal to 1 and j is equal to 5, it prints the star. Else if it other than that value, it just print a tab, that's it. Okay, so this is what so this is how the hollow triangle is printed. Okay, which means in the only first and at the last the star is printed, rest of the part tab is given. Okay, and how to print the last line? So this last line, this is the maximum line. Okay, so the maximum number of star, right? So here, so x, since we have just inverted, it starts from x. Okay, if I is equal to x, then print all the star in the line. Okay, okay. So this is what, if you see in the right angle triangle program, it will be just inverted, like 1 is to x. Okay, and if you see this x, if in that case, then this whole lot of star will be printed at the bottom. Okay, so this is what the code. So it is as like printing the hollow triangle pattern. The only thing is you have to include the condition using if loop. Okay, if else condition, condition statement, and the condition is to print the condition which you have to insert is to print the first star, last star, and also last line complete star. So this is the 3 condition you have to insert. Okay, so rest of the place you can just leave it as such, or you can give in a tab. Okay, so tab is this /t. Okay, now let us go run and see how this program works. So for 7, this is the shape. For 17, the size will be a little bigger. Like, let us give 6. Let us give 9. Let us give 19. Okay. So like this you can play with the size. So 19, 9, 7 is nothing but the number of rows in the given triangle. Okay. So I hope you understand this topic. If you have any doubt, do let me know in the comment section. We are just going to create a hollow diamond. Okay, so for creating hollow diamond, I'm just going to separate the process into three. First, we are going to just create this part, that is upper part of this hollow diamond. Okay, tomorrow we'll see how to create lower part of this hollow diamond. Okay, on the third day I'll be joining both these two. I'll be showing you how to join this both the part. Okay, so let us go step by step. Okay, so the task for today is we are just going to create the upper right angle triangle by joining two upper right angle triangle. Okay, that is the upper part of the hollow diamond. Okay, now I'm just going to show you the code. So this is the code. Okay, so the function name is upper right angle triangle, and as like other program, I just got the number of rows as the user input. So once I got the user input, I just go inside and create the first part of the triangle, that is this first half will be done by the first for loop. Okay, so this first part. Okay, then first part means like line by line actually. Okay, so line by line, first the first line is created. Okay, and the second line is created. So here you have to note the gap between this two right angle triangle. Okay, so that's what you have to see very carefully here. Okay, so the gap for the two triangle is given by this loop. Okay, so this part of the code will do this half of the triangle. Okay, that is this line, this thing. Okay, then the gap is created by this part of the for loop, and the rest of the code, rest of the stars was created by like this part of the triangle is created, that is this right hand side part of the triangle is created by this for loop. Okay, so in a one go it just print the left side, then gives the gap, and then prints the right side. Okay, once this is done, then it comes to the second line, then prints the left half, then gives the gap and prints the right half. Okay, to be noted, in the first line you will not have any gap. Okay, since k is equal to 0, you will not find any gap. See here, you will not find any gap throughout. You will have stars across the line. Okay, and as it comes down, it just the k is incremented to 2. Okay, and again 4. Okay, and again 5. So just the gap is incremented by 2. Here 2, it is 4, then 6, then 8 and 10, and keeps on going till the number of rows. Okay, so that's all for this program. Let us go and see how to run this. I'm just giving 7. Okay, the size become a little bit smaller, and you can just play around with the size. Let me just show you some bigger size like 15. Okay, and it's up to you, like you can play around with the size. Okay, so that's all for this particular part of code. We are going to print the lower right angle triangle for the hollow diamond. Okay, like yesterday I have just shown you the upper thing, right? So today the lower thing. Okay, just see the difference in the code. Okay, so we are going step by step to produce a hollow diamond. Okay, or you can say a diamond inscribed in a square. Okay, so the diamond space will be empty, the rest of the area will be filled with the stars. Okay, so now this is the lower triangle. We have the function name, and x is the number of rows which you get from the user. Okay, and see here, this thing you should know, I mean you have to note here. Okay, so in the upper right angle triangle function, I have just given k will be incremented by 2, right? So here, see here, the x plus x minus 2. Okay, so I'm not going to give you the full explanation, I'm just leaving it to you. Okay, just go through the code, and if you have any doubt, do let me know in the comment section so that I'll be teaching you further. Okay, so if I just spoon feed you, you will not understand what the code is. Okay, so as this part only. Okay, and this first part. Okay, so this first part will print this side. Okay, which means line by line it prints. Okay, if it prints then the first line, the first row, it prints the one star, then in this end it also prints the another star. Okay, then it comes to the second line, prints the second star, and leave this much gap and prints this 2 star at the other end. Okay, so to print something on the left hand side, this part is used. Okay, so this part is used. Okay, and to have the space, okay, for having space between this left and right hand side pattern, this space is created by this, okay, by this segment or by this loop. Okay, and obviously this loop is for printing this right hand side part. Okay, so that's it. So I'm just leaving it to you. Just go through the code, and if you have any doubt, just leave a comment in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer your queries. Okay. So now let us play with the sizes. Okay. Let me just input like 19. So it's big. It is not fitting into the screen. So let me just reduce the size to 10. Okay. So yes. So yesterday what we have done, we have just created the upper right angle triangle function. Okay. So what it does is like let me show you what it does. Okay. So there is okay. So upper right angle triangle, right? So this is the thing. Okay. So what we are going to do is, let us just increase the size. Okay. And let me just give the lower end. Okay. So can you see here, if we just attach it together, okay, if we just attach it together, we'll get a hollow diamond or a square in a diamond inscribed in a square. So diamond space will be empty and rest of the place we will have the stars. Okay, can you see here, I have just run the function separately, like upper right angle triangle function separately and lower right angle triangle function separately. Okay, so tomorrow I'll be showing you how to join these two code. Okay, it is simple, but you have to do some trimming work then and there. Okay, so that I'll be explaining you tomorrow. The task for today is like, this is the continuation task. So 2 days before we have just started creating the hollow triangle step by step. Okay, the first day we have just created the upper part of the hollow diamond it is, and yesterday we have just created this lower part, and today we are just going to join this to form a hollow diamond. Okay, yesterday itself I have shown you how it forms the hollow diamond by running the program separately. Today we are going to attach the code together and we are going to run. That's it. Okay, so let me show you this code. Okay, so here comes the code. Okay, so this is the function name, and we are getting the number of rows as the user input. So once it comes into the function, so we are just printing the first part of the diamond, that is upper part of the diamond, hollow diamond. Okay, and this is the same code. We are just assigning k is equal to 0, and this part of the code is to print the left hand side, then this part is for printing the space, and this part is for printing the right hand side. Okay, and here, see here, this is the second part, that is lower part of the triangle starts lower part of the triangle starts here. And as I said yesterday itself, you have noticed this part, like k is equal to x plus x minus 2. Okay, so I want you to just guess why I have just given this expression. Okay, so if you doesn't know, please let me know in the comment section. I'll be explaining you that. Okay, and same yesterday, like yesterday itself, this is for printing the left hand side, and this is for printing gap, and this is for printing the right hand side. Okay, so once I join these two code together and run it, we get the output like this way. Okay, so we can play with the sizes. Okay, like if I give say 8, okay, 8, so will get bigger. Like if I give some 4, it will become smaller, like 10, so something like bigger. Okay, so this is what the hollow diamond. I guess you understand how we have printed this hollow diamond. I've just explained you step by step. If you are new to this video, just go back to the other 2 videos which I have posted to this before, and come back to this video so that you'll get a clarity. Okay, so I have just started with printing the upper triangle, lower triangle, and I have just joined. Okay, even if you want to just see how to print this different shape, different direction right angle triangle, that also it is there in the 100-day challenge. Please go watch that videos also. Okay, if you have any doubt, do let me know in the comment section. I am ready to answer your queries. Okay, I'll meet you tomorrow with a more interesting topic. Till then, take care. Bye bye.